So now we're going to talk about the structure for the Part 3 text analysis response. So we have T, which is your first paragraph about the central idea, TEA, and then the second paragraph, an acronym to remember the structure would be IDEA, idea. So let's talk about the first paragraph. T stands for topic sentence, which is your statement of the central idea. So central idea is a lesson about life, a very general statement. So how I teach my students is to craft that with an in-life statement. In life, people should never give up, or people should fight for their rights, or people should be treated the same regardless of their gender. So I'm going to be using the Anna Howard Shaw text from the June 2014 Regents to give examples regarding the structure. All right. So T would be topic sentence statement of the central idea. In The Fundamental Principle of a Republic by Anna Howard Shaw. So you would know the title from looking at the sources right here. Okay. Fundamental Principle of a Republic, Anna Howard Shaw. Anna Howard Shaw is trying to teach us that in life people should, and then your central idea. One instance where Shaw develops this idea is in line number. So if we want to say that the central idea is in life people should be treated the same regardless of their gender, a evidence that you could use is if women's suffrage is wrong, it is a great wrong. If it is right, it is a profound and fundamental principle, which is in line number 11, 12, 13, 14 to 15. So you would just say, one instance where Shaw develops this idea is in line 14 to 15, and then you would just copy the quote in quotations marks, using quotation marks. A would be analysis of the central idea. You would summarize the quote, so Shaw is trying to convey that, or this means that, and then you would analyze it. So you would choose one or two words that you think are the most important in the quote and elaborate on why she uses these specific words to convey the central idea. So when Shaw says, so maybe something that you could choose is great wrong, right? Because I think that is kind of the most charged words in that quote. She is emphasizing the idea that, so why does she say great wrong, right? And then you would say this connects to the central idea, bring it back to your central idea and how the evidence connects to that. So let's talk about the second paragraph, which is where you'll be talking about your writing strategy, discussing the writing strategy that you identified that you can use to explain how the author connects to the central idea. So I would be introduction of the writing strategy. In this speech, Shaw uses the writing strategy of, so for example, conflict to develop the idea that in life people should be treated the same regardless of their gender. So this would be the same central idea from before. You can use different words in order not to sound repetitive. And yeah, D would be define the writing strategy. So conflict is defined as a struggle or problem between two opposing forces. E would be evidence of that conflict. So Shaw states as found in line. So over here in the text, I've identified this part. They have never had so serious a problem to solve before. They will never have a more serious problem to solve in any future of our nation's life. So this is an example of conflict, character versus society conflict. So the character would be Anna Howard Shaw versus sexism. That existed in 1915. All right, so you would put that evidence right here. Don't forget to put the line numbers for both pieces of evidence, and then A would be analysis of how the writing strategy develops a central idea. This is the most important part and where you will discuss how the writing strategy is used to develop the central idea. So first you would say why, that's an example of conflict, the evidence that you gave. Then you would say that conflict develops a central idea by how does she uses that conflict to show that people should be treated the same regardless of whether they're male or female. And then you would give a closing sentence, which is one here that you can use through the use of conflict or character versus societal conflict. The author, Shaw, teaches the readers that, and then you would just restate your central idea using different words. So the structure is pretty straightforward. Just don't forget to make the connection between the writing strategy and the central idea. That is the main point of the structure. So this part, and if you remember these points, you'll do just fine. That's it.